Hey y'all, one and all. It's January 4th, 2023. It's closing on 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Excuse me. I wanted to tell you guys, I'm making this kind of video presentation at my home. I usually don't. I usually do it in my car out at the airport, but I just heard something that I wanted anybody that listens to me or checks me out to know that Tesla has just filed a trademark application for electric airplane engines and electric boat engines. My video from like 2 weeks ago, I guess I talked about how Elon Musk looks at airplane engines that could be electric and why they'd be so good. And I didn't get it until he explained it. The higher you go in the atmosphere, the less oxygen there is. So you can't take an internal combustion jet engine above 40,000 feet. An electric engine doesn't need oxygen. And so you can take that thing up until you run out of air, until the atmosphere is gone. That's about 100 miles, I believe. And that's 410, that's well over a couple 100,000 feet. So if you can power yourself up into that level of the atmosphere, really, once you get up there, coming down is probably going to be the larger part of the trip. So if you go straight up, say you go straight up to like 200,000 feet, and now you want to, let's say you start in New York, you go straight up 200,000 feet, and you're on your way to Tokyo. Well, it'll be a glide slope down from, say, just above Lake Erie or someplace like that, where you could glide all the way down to Tokyo. Is that beautiful? He's amazing. And so he's got so many things going on. It's just incredible what the guy does. But just in Tesla, now they're looking at getting into making engines for airplanes and boats. And what a great concept that is. If he comes even close to what he's achieved and accomplished in the car industry, I'm going to give him a standing ovation. Because what he's done in the car industry, we have needed for a long, long time. These legacy automobile companies have been around for over 100 years. It's time to shake their cage, to rattle their cage. And boy, is he doing that. Is he ever doing that? But remember, Garbage Motors, Ford, they've got Elizabeth Warren on their side. Doesn't matter how awful of a product they produce. She doesn't care. All she cares about is, hey, get all those UAW guys to vote for her. That's all that matters to her. So she attacks Tesla. She gets the votes from, from the union side of the fence. But anyway, I am so impressed with all the stuff going on with this company. Mega packs, like the energy storage part of that company is just bursting at the seams. And with their 3 offerings, they got the Powerwall, the Power Pack, and now the Mega Pack. Actually, the Mega Pack started back in 2017, I believe, but they couldn't get it ramped because they had to give all their resources to the demand for electric cars, Model 3 and Model Y. They've got that taken care of. Apparently, the battery supply has been the most obstructive choke point, bottleneck for their cars. I believe they've got that issue solved, at least through the next 2 years. So they can turn their attention to other industries to disrupt, like aviation and the boat. And I guarantee you that Boeing and Airbus are both looking over their shoulders at Tesla now, wondering what they're going to do. But Tesla's not going to make an airplane. They're just making the engines. So the companies that make the engines are General Electric, Pratt & Whitney, and Rolls-Royce. They're all really good at what they do too. I got to hand it to them. General Electric, man, whew, with that GE90 that they put on in the 777, in the Boeing 777, thing generates 110,000 pounds of thrust. I think it might even go to 120,000 pounds of thrust. And you could fit the fuselage of a Boeing 737 into the mouth of the engine. That's how big, what the diameter, how big the diameter of that thing is. So just, keep that on your radar screen. Like as you're surfing or cruising through, sifting through the internet, keep an eye out for Tesla / airplane and marine or boat engines that are going to be electric. And I think that there's no limit to, what industry they can put electric motors into. Construction, large container ships, he'll tackle any of those. And he's teaching other people how to do what he does too. I'm pretty sure of that, because there seems to be a continuity throughout his organization that they can get these things done. SpaceX, he goes to SpaceX, it's his company, and he says, hey, I want our boosters, after they get the payload, after 2 minutes. Okay, boosters have to burn for 2 minutes to get their payloads into orbit. So after the boosters get their payload into orbit and they're in low suborbit, I want them to be able to turn around, come back to Cape Canaveral, and land themselves intact. Is that all? Oh, child's play. Everybody said it couldn't happen. You only see that kind of thing in sci-fi movies. Well, check out YouTube and Falcon Heavy boosters coming back to land. And it's just, you think you're seeing a movie that's not real, that these things come back and land themselves. But now that he's accomplished that, the sky's the limit for just about anything. And the sky is the limit for the aviation industry and electric motors. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you soon.